Hello everyone, this is Nikhila Tikpannavar from Aryan Arts Commerce Science Junior College, Bagdhan. Today we are going to learn the coordination compounds. In last lecture we have seen the valence bond theory. Now we are going to learn the crystal field theory and applications of coordination compounds. Crystal field theory. The crystal field theory was originally proposed by Bethe in 1929 to explain the nature of bonding in ionic crystal. Later on, it was applied by Schlepp and Penny to account magnetic properties of transition metal ion and their complexes. The theory received considerable favor from the coordination chemist, and it largely replaced valence bond theory in treating coordination compounds. What are the assumptions of crystal field theory? Let's see. The ligands are treated as point charges. The interaction between metal ion and ligand is purely electrostatic, or there are no orbital interactions between metal and ligand. In an isolated gaseous metal ion, the 5d orbitals dx square minus y square, dz square, dxy, dyz and dxz have the same energy. That is, they are degenerate. When ligands approach the metal ion, they create crystal field, and around the metal ion, if it is where symmetrical and the degeneracy of d orbitals remain intact. Usually, the field created is not symmetrical, and the degeneracy is destroyed. The d orbitals thus split into two sets, namely dxy, dyz, and dxz, usually referred as T2G. And dx square minus y square and dz square, they are called as Eg. These two sets of orbitals now have different energies. A separation of energies of these two sets of d orbitals is the crystal field splitting parameter, and this is denoted by delta 0. The delta 0 depends on strength of the ligands. The ligands are then classified as strong filled and weak filled ligands. What are strong filled ligands? Strong filled ligands are those in which donor atoms are carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus. Thus, Cn minus, Nc minus, CO, NH3, EDTA, ethylene diamine are considered to be strong ligands. They cause larger splitting of d orbitals and pairing of electrons is favored. These ligands tend to form low spin complexes. What is meant by weak field ligands? Weak field ligands are those in which donor atoms are halogens, oxygen or sulfur. For example, fluorine minus, chlorine minus, bromine minus, I minus, SCN minus, C2O42 minus. In case of these ligands, the delta 0 parameter is smaller compared to the energy required for the pairing of electrons, which is called as electron pairing energy. The ligands then can be arranged in order of their increasing field strength as below. This is the order of ligands according to their strength. So I minus is weak field ligand, then Br minus, then Cl minus, and so on. And on the higher side, there are ADTA, NH3, ethylene diamine, Cn minus, and CO is strong field ligand. Okay. So let us understand splitting of d orbitals and formation of octahedral complexes. What is crystal field splitting? When the ligands approach the central metal ion, the electrons of the central metal atom and those of ligands repel each other. These repulsive forces destroy the degeneracy of d orbitals and split them into two groups called T2G and Eg. And this effect is called as crystal field splitting. The crystal field splitting depends upon the geometry of the complex. This is because d orbitals differs in their orientation. In octahedral environment, the central metal ion is surrounded by 6 ligands. ligands approach the metal ion along the x, y and z axis. As the ligand approach the metal ion, the degeneracy of d orbitals is resolved. See this diagram of crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. Eg is the higher energy set of orbitals, which are they? dx square minus y square and dz square. And T2g is the lower energy set of orbitals, that is dxy, dyz and dxz. And this is delta 0, or you can call 10 dq. It is the energy separation between two levels. With closer approach of ligands along the axis, the doubly degenerate dx square minus y square and dz square Eg orbitals experience larger repulsion than the triply degenerate T2g orbitals, as shown in the last figure. The Eg set has higher energy than T2g set by the amount delta 0. You can see Eg set has higher energy than T2g, and it is by 10 dq. The delta 0 parameter is equal to 10 dq units of splitting of T2g and Eg levels. For electronic configuration D1, D2 and D3, the electrons occupy T2g orbitals and obey the Hund's rule. For electronic configuration D1, D2, D3 and D8, D9, D10, the high spin and low spin configuration cannot be distinguished. Only the electronic configuration of D4 to D7 render the high and low spin complexes. We can see the D4 to D7 d orbital electronic configuration of high spin and low spin complexes. At T2g level, the electrons are unpaired for high spin complexes, and for low spin they are paired. You can see the pairing for low spin complexes at T2g level and non-pairing or unpairing in high spin complexes. Factors affecting crystal field splitting parameter. The magnitude of crystal field splitting depends on strength of the ligands. The strong ligands, those appear in spectrochemical series, approach closer to the central metal, which results in a large crystal field splitting. The second factor is oxidation state of the metal. A metal with high positive charge is able to draw ligands closer to it than that with the lower one. Thus, the metal in higher oxidation state results in larger separation of T2g and Eg set of orbitals. The trivalent metal ions cause larger crystal field splitting than corresponding divalent ones. Color of the octahedral complexes. As discussed above, the formation of an octahedral complex is accompanied by splitting of d orbitals into T2g and Eg sets. A separation of these two sets of orbitals is delta, which can be measured from experiments. Corresponds to a certain frequency of electromagnetic radiation, usually in the visible region. A color complementary to the absorbed frequency is thus observed. Consider the example of titanium H2O6 3+ complex. The central metal ion titanium has electronic configuration of 3d and the electron occupies one of the T2g orbitals. The color in the coordination compound can be explained on the basis of crystal field theory. In this example of TiH2O6 3+, it is purple in color. This is an octahedral complex. Titanium in this complex is titanium 3+ state. It is D1 case. It means in ground state, the single electron is available in T2g level as T2g1. The higher energy level Eg is empty. If light corresponding to the blue-green region is absorbed by the complex, it would excite the electrons from T2g level to Eg level, that is T2g1 to Eg. As a result, complementary purple color appears. The color of the coordination compounds due to D2D transition of the electron can be explained by crystal field theory. The absorption of the wavelength of light corresponding to delta 0 parameter, an electron from T2g level. Such energy gap in case of titanium H2O3 plus complex is 20,300 centimeter inverse at 520 nanometer and 243 kilojoule per mole energy required. And a complementary color to this is imparted to the complex. A violet color of the titanium H2O3 plus complex arises from such D2D transition. Tetrahedral complexes. A pattern of splitting of d orbitals, which is a key in the crystal field theory, is dependent on the ligand field environment. This is illustrated for the tetrahedral ligand field environment. The tetrahedral structure having the metal atom M at the center and 4 ligands occupying the corners is displayed in this figure. The splitting of d level in tetrahedral crystal field is much less as compared to octahedral ligand field splitting. The crystal field splitting of d orbitals in a tetrahedral ligand is shown in this diagram. See this diagram, splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral and octahedral complexes. The magnitude of delta 0 or 10 dq depends upon the strength of ligand. When ligand field is strong, the splitting is large and the value of delta 0 is high. In case of weak field ligand, splitting is less and the value of delta 0 is less. The dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals with their lobes lying in between the axis point towards the ligands. On the other hand, dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals lie in between metal ligand bond axis. The dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals experience more repulsion from the ligands compared to that of dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals. Due to larger such repulsions, the dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals are of higher energy, while those of dx square minus y square and dz square, they are of lower energy. Each electron entering in one of the dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals raises the energy by 4 delta q, whereas the occupying dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals lowers it by 6 delta q compared to the energy of hypothetical degenerate d orbitals in this ligand field. A splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral crystal fields, thus it much less compared to that for octahedral environment. The crystal field splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral ligand field is compared with the octahedral one in the last figure. Thus the pairing of electrons is not favored in tetrahedral structure. For example, in d4 configuration, the electron would occupy one of the T2G orbitals. The low spin tetrahedral complexes thus are not found. Typically, metal complexes possessing the central metal ion with D8 configuration, for example NiCO4, favors the tetrahedral structure. Now we will see the applications of coordination compounds. In biology, several biologically important natural compounds are metal complexes. They play important role in number of processes occurring in plants and animals. For example, chlorophyll present in plants is a complex of Mg. Hemoglobin present in blood is a complex of iron. In medicines, PT complex cisplatin is used in the treatment of cancer. EDTA is used for treatment of lead poisoning. To estimate hardness of water. Hardness of water is due to presence of calcium 2 plus and magnesium ions in it. The ligand EDTA forms stable complex with calcium and magnesium. So therefore it can be used to estimate the hardness. The hexadentate ligand EDTA forms stable complex with calcium and magnesium. Thus, it can be used for estimation of hardness of water by simple titration. Next, in electroplating, Usually stable coordination complexes on dissolution dissociate to small extent and furnish a controlled supply of metal ions. The metal ions, when reduced, clump together to form the clusters or nanoparticles. When the coordination complexes are used, the ligands in the complex keep the metal atoms well separated from each other. These metal atoms tend to form a protective layer on the surface. Certain cyanide complexes KAgCN2 and KAuCN2 find applications in the electroplating of these noble metals. So this is all from coordination compounds. Try to solve the assignments given along with these videos. Thank you everyone.